If you enjoyed this program, please like and subscribe. It's preposterous to believe that an angel was relying on a translation of the early 17th century to convey eternal truth to Joseph Smith in upstate New York. It's just completely outrageous.
Hi, this is Jay from Monterey, California. I was calling because I was wondering if the LDS congregants would be considered Noahide or righteous Gentiles. Thank you, Rabbi.
The LDS Church, the Church of the Latter-day Saints, a Christian denomination that emerged in the 19th century in the United States, I joke about them. Because I want to sometimes convey to Christians how alien Christianity is from Judaism, how different it is. And the Jewish joke is like, why did God create Mormons? So that Christians would know how Jews feel. So to the Christian, that's like shocking, but it is eye-opening. It really maps out our differences because the Church of the Latter-day Saints believes in the Hebrew Bible, a kind of very similar difference in that they believe in a three-part Bible, the Hebrew Bible, Lahavdil, the Christian Bible, the New Testament, and the Book of Mormon, which you'll find in your local Marriott hotel. It's so striking how different it is because, for example, there are multiple passages from the Hebrew Bible that appear as an example in the Book of Mormon. Chapters from the Book of Isaiah appear in the Book of Mormon, and it's in the King James. I'm not kidding. So the Book of Mormon actually uses the King James, a translation of the Hebrew Bible, a putative translation of Tanakh. I don't know if you fully grasp the magnitude of that. That means we're supposed to believe that the angel Moroni revealed to Joseph Smith the Hebrew Bible in the King James. That you understand how preposterous that is, and I didn't even get into the interesting things, whether are they Noachides or not Noachides. But do you understand how that exactly maps onto the Septuagint? Like, why would an angel be speaking in Jacobean English? Do you understand? Please understand this. Please understand this. And those of you who know, and I have a good feeling that many of you do know and understand, how frequently missionaries use the Septuagint as a method of escaping the problem of a misquotation. Like, in what universe is a translation held above the original? Okay, guys, so I need you to understand that. Be very clear about that. Okay, that means the use of Septuagints, Talmud, Rashi, all those things, it's a prop. You know what a prop is? A prop is what's used by a magician in a magic show in order to deflect and hide something, right? When the magician, we are told, is cutting a lady in half, why is she in a box? Why do magicians use a covering, a scarf, a handkerchief? Why? Why is that necessary? Why does something have to pass over the coin? This is sleight of hand. For those of you who are Christians, please don't be offended. We really do care about you, okay? So what you were told, that Christianity is the true faith because it's based on hundreds of passages in the Hebrew Bible, and that's what you bought into. And then when you examine these supposed proof texts, and they don't map onto the text, and you're given reasons like the Talmud and the Septuagint, and run, because that was not the agreement. Okay, all right, we got that out of the way. Okay, so they really, this is not Jewish humor. We're not trying to be funny. We're really trying to crystallize for you how in the same way that Christians, whether they're Protestants or Catholic, Orthodox, they're doing the same thing that the Mormons do, and you don't give the Mormons a free pass on this. It's preposterous to believe that an angel was relying on a translation of the early 17th century to convey eternal truth to Joseph Smith in upstate New York. It's just completely outrageous. You know that, okay? So that's why sometimes you get this dazed look in the face of Jews when we hear that kind of stuff, okay? And if you want to know more about Septuagint another time, the Church of the Latter-day Saints is a complete idolatry. They believe that Jesus was basically the firstborn spirit child of the Father. So they believe that both Jesus and the Father are divine. They worship them both as divine. In fact, they believe that everyone, all their believers, become gods. We become gods like Jesus, but sort of 1 degree off of separation. They believe that God caused Jesus to be conceived through natural means. I mean, do I need to say more? So they believe that there are millions of gods, that people become gods. The Church of Latter-day Saints, it's idolatry. Why are they so successful? And they are. It's a fast-growing religion. It may be the fastest-growing iteration of Christianity. And I know Christians are going, no, it's not Christianity. I know you think that, but they do. The attraction of the Church of Latter-day Saints is family. The church is very, very unified, and they encourage family and very strong family values. Very strong family values. So there are many things they encourage. I mean, not to use drugs or alcohol or even drinking coffee, but setting that all aside, there's a tremendous emphasis on the value of family. And very frequently you will find that Mormons serve in law enforcement at a very in the FBI, as agents and CIA, because very understandably they're considered very trustworthy, and also because they spent time in their youth traveling as missionaries. So they know what it's like to be on their own, to be independent, and therefore federal agencies like using the Mormons. But as far as what they believe for God, what they believe is it's not just idolatry, but it's the worst iteration of idolatry. It's that idolatry that the rest of the church believes in, with the exception of Unitarians and Christadelphians and some other sects. And that is, they believe that Jesus is divine and worthy of worship and veneration. All iterations of idolatry create a mediator between God and man. 1 Timothy 2:5, always, because God is too remote, too far off. But as it turns out in this case, it really is strange in that the Father, in a sense, became human to bring Jesus into this world through natural means. So there's a lot of many, many very unusual beliefs they have. People who belong to that church, you'll generally find to be very nice people, but unfortunately, they need to know about the one God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and renounce all iterations of shutfis, of partnership, which is the worst form of idolatry. Thank you for your question. If you enjoyed this program, please like and subscribe.
אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא עת נעשה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא